All right, let's talk about AI. We're all using it, right? But have you ever, really stopped to ask, what is this technology actually doing to my brain? That's what we're going to dig into. How this amazing tool can affect our critical thinking, for better or for worse. And believe me, the answer isn't as simple as you might think. So let's just start with a number that should really make you pause. -38%. Researchers at Carnegie Mellon found that when we just passively take what AI gives us, our own ability to think critically can absolutely plummet by almost 40%. That's a staggering drop. So what is going on here? Let's unpack this. You see, that 38% figure really forces us to face this core question. Is AI a booster for our brains, or is it a drain? And the research makes it pretty clear it can be either one. The real question, it turns out, isn't about the AI at all. It's about us. And that puts all the power and, frankly, all the responsibility right back in our court. The tech itself, it's neutral. It can let our mental muscles get weak, or it can be like a superpower, amplifying our own intelligence. The deciding factor isn't the software, it's our mindset.
Okay, so if our approach is really the key, let's start with the dangerous path. What actually happens when we switch on that mental autopilot and just let the AI take over? Well, the risks are probably a lot bigger than you'd guess.
These dangers really come down to two major problems. First off, our own skills can start to get rusty. I mean, if we outsource all the heavy mental lifting, we start to lose our intellectual autonomy. That's just our ability to think for ourselves. And the second problem is all about trust. We start accidentally swallowing hidden biases, maybe even straight-up misinformation, and we can end up in this weird spot where we're supposed to be supervising a tool, but we don't even have the expertise to catch its mistakes. And there's actually a name for this passive approach: cognitive laziness. It's that simple, almost automatic tendency to just accept an AI's answer as the absolute truth, without any questioning, analyzing, or checking. This right here, this is the exact behavior that leads to that 38% drop. And what's really concerning is that some research suggests younger users are the most likely to fall into this trap.
But look, that is just one side of the coin. It absolutely does not have to be that way. We can totally flip the script on this whole thing. We can shift from being a passive user to being an active partner. And this is where AI stops being a crutch and starts becoming an incredible collaborator.
This slide just lays it out so perfectly. It's like two paths you can take. Over on the left, you've got AI as an oracle. You ask, it answers, you obey. And that's a one-way street to dependency. But then look at the right. AI as a partner. Now here, you're using it to challenge your own assumptions, to explore new ideas, and to actually build your own intellectual freedom. The choice between these two mindsets, it's everything.
And when you do choose that partnership model, man, the benefits are huge. AI can become this amazing sparring partner, helping you find the weak spots in your own arguments. If you're a student, it can give you instant, personalized feedback that a teacher with 30 kids in a class just can't. And maybe most importantly, it forces you to get better at these really crucial modern skills, like synthesis and evaluation, turning all that information out there into real insight.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now for the really good stuff, the how. Let's get practical and talk about a strategic toolkit you can start using like today.
We've got 3 really powerful strategies for you. We're going to walk through this brilliant technique called the method of the 3 experts. Then we'll talk a little bit about how to design better prompts. And the third one, validation. It sounds simple, but it might be the most critical habit of all. You've always got to question and cross-check what the AI gives you.
This first one, the method of the 3 experts, is just fantastic. Seriously, try this. Instead of asking for a single answer, you tell the AI to act like 3 different experts and debate a topic from completely opposing points of view. Your job then becomes the judge. You have to analyze their arguments, you spot the strengths, the weaknesses, and then you form your own conclusion based on all that evidence. See what you did there? You just turned an answer machine into a world-class debate club right on your screen.
And the second strategy is really just about asking better questions. Instead of asking something simple like, what are the pros and cons of nuclear energy, try a more reflective prompt. Something like, explain the benefits of nuclear energy from the perspective of an environmental scientist, and then explain the risks from the perspective of a nuclear physicist. This forces the AI to analyze, not just spit back facts. And of course, holding all this together is that third strategy we mentioned, validation. No matter how great your prompt is, your job is always to check the facts. Treat the output as a starting point, never the final word.
So after looking at the risks and this incredible potential, what's the final verdict? When it comes to AI and our brains, where does this all leave us? Well,
Ultimately, the verdict is pretty clear. I love how one researcher put it. Generative AI doesn't eliminate critical thinking, but it can displace it. That's the perfect word, right? Displace. If we're not careful, it just kind of pushes our own thinking off to the side. So the final impact, it really doesn't have anything to do with the AI's intelligence. It has everything to do with our own engagement.
So we'll just end on this thought. Try to stop thinking of AI as an oracle that has all the answers, and start thinking of it as a partner for your own thoughts. The power is completely in your hands. It's in the quality of the questions you ask and your willingness to actually engage with it. So the only real question left is, what are you going to ask it to think about with you?